Okay, since like 1,000 people have asked me about this, and this is my own little invention, this unique type of hand strap. Let me show you how to make one here in just a second. You can make it out of leather or nylon, but what it importantly does is that you think, well, it just keeps you from dropping your camera. No, what it actually does is you can actually see here right now, I have no fingers touching the camera. I only need one finger to actually take a picture. Touching the shutter release with my index finger. Not that I hold the camera and take pictures like that, but what it does is that, so I used to give archery lessons, the actual fewer contact points that you actually have with the camera, which is also the same principle in archery. You actually see people actually hold their bow with their hand open rather than gripped around it. The fewer contact points you actually have in the camera, the more steady shake, the more steady lack of shake, you have when taking the shot. So when I'm actually typically taking a picture, and I have this on my GFX, XH1, XT2s, XT3s, is it keeps me from having to grab a hold of the camera like this. And this is where you have a bunch of muscles fighting with the camera. So what this strap primary purpose is that it gives you steadier shots. And it's also a lot more comfortable, secure grip for your hand and camera. Here's how you make it. Now it's exactly 180 millimeters long by 30 millimeters wide, or basically 1 1/8 inch. Here you can actually see the holes I have punched. Like I said, you could, if you like have an old belt that's worn out, the more broken in the leather, the better. You can cut up an old belt, or if you want to use nylon webbing, whatever you like, you can actually punch a slot in either end large enough. Here's like a strap. Okay, I know you've got an old camera strap laying around. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sacrifice one of the ends here. Just slice it off, right? Okay, it's not going to take you long. If you actually make this out of nylon, you can make it really fast. If you're making it out of nylon, actually get the hole in the nylon. You can use a soldering iron to burn or melt a hole in it, or you could use an X-Acto knife and then hold a match over it to burn off the loose nylon threads so they don't unravel. Or leather is kind of obvious. You just cut it out like an old belt, measure it and then cut it out with some scissors. You can actually make one of these really fast, and it's extremely nice. It's nicer than any one you could buy. And here's how you actually have it looped through the camera. Take a close look. Okay, using one continuous piece right here. It's looped through like this. Look really closely. Okay, it's not glued in or anything like that. It's just being held in by that loop. And then the length of it stretches all the way to the bottom. Now this is for obvious use with a vertical grip on the XH1, XT2, or XT3, or GFX, and the bottom is looped exact same way as the top is looped. And obviously it loops into the bottom slot bar at the bottom of the vertical grip for your XT2, XT3, or XH1, or GFX. Obviously if it's for the GFX, the nylon's going to need to be longer. And just ring it through, and however much excess you have, just to cut it off, and then burn it over your stove or with a match head. And this gives you absolutely the best grip on your camera with your vertical grip, because gives you safety, gives you a steadier shot since you don't have all these muscles fighting with the camera when you're taking the shot. The only thing I have right here is the palm of my hand, a light grip with these four fingers, these three fingers and my thumb, so a very, very light grip, basically nothing at all, and just a shutter release. The less contact you have with the camera, the steadier the shot. Like I said, I used to give archery lessons. All these principles apply for the archery lessons that I gave. You'll actually notice at the Olympics when an archer, Olympic athlete archer pulls his bow back, pulls his arrow back, then he actually has an open hand like this. He's not grabbing a hold of the bow like this, he's holding it like this. Exact same principle, okay? It does help give you a steadier shot. So, thanks for looking at my little creation. Make it out of leather or nylon or rattlesnake skin or alligator, whatever the hell you want to make it out of. I don't know. There's all sorts of nylon strapping you can make it out, but you are going to have to sacrifice one of your camera strap end pieces here. Okay, just whoosh, cut it off, and that's all that is. You don't have to use the metal buckles. This is the metal buckles on an older Nikon camera strap. You could use these plastic ones. Here you can see the same strap on my XH1. I went with yellow. I did a 3-piece on this one only because I didn't have pieces long enough, so I actually tied the 2 ends together, but you don't have to do that. That's the extra fancy route. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you do, you could always drop a buck or two. Tell me to jump off a cliff. You can make one of these in about, if you're fast, you can make one in about 20 minutes. You'll really, really like it, okay? So that's how you make the magic hand strap.